guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it is 𝗍𝗶𝗁 here today, and I'd like to give a big special hello out to all of my shimmers. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I put a question sticker on my Instagram, so basically if you aren't following my Instagram, this is your sign to go follow my Instagram for more interactive content right here. Let's get into the video. Are you swag? Yes. I feel like that just proved the opposite of my point. What is the hardest part about being a YouTuber? Probably the hate, because I'm very sensitive. What's something that you think more people should realize about YouTubers?
That's a good question.
Probably just like YouTubers have a different personality off camera, and it's not because like YouTubers are fake, it's just because there's like a different vibe talking into a camera versus seeing someone's face and reactions in real time, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like the YouTubers purposely trying to be like, look at me, I'm on YouTube, but it's more of like they can't see anyone. When you lucid dream, can you make a portal to Hogwarts? I mean, yes, but for me personally, when I did the lucid dream method, creating the portal wasn't really like easy for me, I guess. I don't personally like that method that much, just because I can't always make the portal successfully and then I don't end up shifting, if that makes sense. Like, I prefer other methods to that one, because then it can be really discouraging if you do end up finally lucid dreaming and then you can't make the portal. But that's why I prefer other methods. Do you ever get tired of shifting content? I don't get tired. I mean, I think the only thing I get tired with shifting content is people forgetting that I make other kinds of content or getting hate for making other kinds of content. But I don't necessarily get tired of shifting content. Do you think you will do another tattoo? I will for sure be getting at least 2 more tattoos. Probably 3 more at least. I'll definitely be getting more tattoos. I love tattoos. Can you shift very easily every time you try now? No. I actually struggle with shifting from time to time. I guess there's more pressure for me to not struggle on shifting since I am a shifting creator, but I don't shift successfully like every single time. I do usually do it more often than not. When I had my concussion, when I tried to shift after it finally, I wasn't shifting for a long while, and I remember I expressed like this problem, and then people literally were like, LOL, cry about it, you've already shifted so it doesn't matter. And then I did cry about it actually, because there's just so much pressure, and then I almost quit making shifting content because I was emotional. How are you really? I've been very tired lately. Like, and I don't know why, I just feel so drained. Like, I can literally sleep all night, I can sleep all day, and I still feel tired. Other than the Raven, what methods do you recommend? I have a bunch of videos on methods that I recommend. I really don't like the Raven method. I don't like it. No offense if you're the creator of the Raven method, your method's just not for me. You should definitely check out my video called 5 methods I recommend to baby shifters, or my video called my 5 favorite shifting methods. How did you get started on YouTube? When I was 11 years old, I really wanted to make a YouTube channel, so then I did, and then I didn't post until I was 12 years old. And I was originally just gonna do like vlogs and song covers and makeup videos, and then people got annoyed of me talking about shifting, so I was like, I guess I'll just make a couple videos about shifting, and then they blew up. That's where we are today. What is your favorite horror movie? Probably It. I don't really know if that's literally a horror movie, but and if it isn't a horror movie, then Unfriended. Favorite type of tea? I really like I Love Lemon, Sweet Dreams, and Arizona. They're all tied for me. Favorite memory from any shift you've done? I genuinely can't pick a favorite memory just because I have so many. Like, I definitely have memories that I cherish over other memories. I definitely think that kissing Ron at the astronomy tower does top. It's in the top, so I'm gonna answer that one. But there are other memories I like close to that one, but I'm gonna put that one for the sake of answering this question. How did you find out about shifting? I heard about shifting from family, and then it started blowing up on TikTok, and I was like, I guess this is my sign to research a little bit more into it. Obviously I didn't research on TikTok, but you know. How long have you liked Ron? A very long time. Literally when I first watched Harry Potter, like for the first time years ago, I was like, I couldn't imagine me liking any of these characters. And then I finished the third movie and I was like, put that redhead kid. How do you lucid dream? Lucid dreaming is different for everyone. Honestly, if you set the intention to lucid dream, you sleep on your back. And you have like a candle or incense or scent diffuser in the room, that helps. It's not guaranteed to get you to lucid dream, but it definitely helps. Are you planning on shifting to anywhere other than Hogwarts? I actually have shifted to places other than Hogwarts. I've shifted to a lot of places other than Hogwarts. Most people just don't really care about those places, but I have a couple videos of other places on my channel. What is a place you would never want to shift to? I would never shift to it. Like, I love the movie, it's a good movie, but I'm not shifting there. I also wouldn't shift to Coraline, which is another movie. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is pink or blue. I don't know. I really like both. My favorite color changes like every 5 seconds. What is your favorite reality to shift to? Probably the reality where I am the main character of the book series I'm writing, but I think that one's definitely my favorite to shift to, just because I've made like a lot of good memories and I've learned a lot of things about being that character. If you can swap bodies with anyone for 24 hours, who would it be and why? My cat, because he gets to sleep all day, he gets to eat all day, and nobody expects anything out of him. What's some advice you have for people who've just started a YouTube channel? When you go in YouTube Studio, use the little section called tags. Very useful, and use YouTube Studio. Like, that's a very good app to use, and it helps. If you could marry any fictional character, who would it be and why? I'd probably marry Nathan Prescott from Life is Strange, because I feel like we'd vibe really good. I love him! I'd marry him. What's your dream job? I really want to be an author. Do you think dating in different realities counts as cheating? This depends on the person and the relationship. I feel like this is a bad question to ask me since I'm not your girlfriend, and you should probably ask this to your partner. I don't personally think it counts as cheating, but once again, it's not my relationship to define what cheating is or isn't. How many siblings do you have? I have 7 older sisters and brothers. I'm the youngest of 8. Does a subliminal have to be in the original language, or can it be in English? It can be in any language at all. Same with a script. It doesn't have to be in like your native language. It can be in English, French, anything. I could literally listen to a French subliminal even though I don't know any French. It would still work. How is your life going? My life feels really stuck right now. Like, I've talked to this with a lot of my friends, but my life is really stuck at the moment, I feel like, and I don't know how to fix that, I guess. Like, I know what I want to do, but I feel like I can't ever move out of the position to get to it. Like, I feel like I'm just stuck at this place of not being happy with things and how they're going, but also not being able to change things. But then I also know that my thoughts affect my reality, so I just shouldn't think that. Are you still playing Mystic Messenger? No, because I was too busy and I kept getting bad endings because it's not work friendly. Where would you like to live in the future? I really want to move to Las Vegas currently. I talked about it a little bit. I actually do plan to move there soon, in less than a year. I just have to save money. That goes with that entire being stuck thing. Like, I feel stuck in Washington. I've lived here my whole life, basically, other than the 3 months I lived in California that I don't remember. I just feel stuck. So I want to move to Las Vegas, but I don't want to live there forever. After I move to Las Vegas, I want to live in a van and travel the country and start like a bunch of environmental projects. And then I want to come all the way back, go to California, buy a house, and make a house with the other members of Shifting Timbers. It sounds really ridiculous when I say it out loud. How long did it take you to shift? I honestly didn't keep track of how long it took me. I can't even remember how long it took me because it's felt so long ago. That feels like years ago for me. I know I failed a lot. I was really unmotivated, and honestly, I think if I failed one more time, I would have probably given up, which I'm glad I didn't give up. Do you have a favorite character from your future book series / 𝗏𝗏? I like all of the characters. I don't think I could pick a favorite. I don't know. I have some that are like I favoritize for sure. I guess If I have to pick a couple favorites, I'd pick Jessica Williamson, Blair Smith, and Naomi Wellington. Not for any particular reason, I just like them. Is it bad if I don't feel any shifting symptoms? No. Some people don't get symptoms at all. I have a friend who never got a symptom once and she still shifted. Like, you don't need to get symptoms. How do I block out background noise while trying to shift? You actually don't even need to block out background noise. You just have to turn it into something that could be in your DR. How do you wake up from shifting? You just say your safe word. How can you tell if you shifted apart from a lucid dream? So from lucid dreaming, when you lucid dream, you're gonna wake up. When you shift, your clone wakes up for you, like, and you have to say a safe word to get out, or you have to tell yourself to wake up when you get out. A clone won't wake up when you lucid dream. So that's like the main difference. Obviously there are like the reality checks, but then like non-believers would be like, it's still dreaming. Like, okay, you literally have to wake up from a dream. You have to wake up from a dream. If you shift, you can have your clone wake up for you in the morning or whenever you want to wake up in the afternoon. Do you fall asleep during the methods? No, you fall asleep after the method. Do you have any future plans? Yes and no. I have a couple like surprises that I've been planning, but I don't know when I'm gonna fix those to get them to come out. How old are you? I am 18. I'm almost 19. How old were you when you moved out without your mom? 18. Can your clone shift? I mean, you don't really get every single memory of what your clone does. I would say yes, hypothetically, because why wouldn't your clone shift? But I have no proof of that. Are you planning on dyeing your hair again? Yes, but I don't know when. Do you have a Cedric DR now? If not, do you have plans for a Cedric DR? I don't have a Cedric DR. I mean, I have a Hogwarts DR that I call the question mark DR. I have a list of like all the DRs I've shifted to right here that I sent to the Discord server I own. Tips for people that don't get symptoms when shifting. Honestly, don't even focus on the symptoms, because the more that you focus on the symptoms, you're focusing on your CR body. And if anything, write down a bunch of affirmations on a piece of paper physically to motivate yourself to shift. Not required, just a tip. What's your MBTI type? INFP. Shifting breaks are supposed to be how many days? This really depends on the person. Personally, for me, when I try to shift, I try to make sure that like my vibrations are higher. So obviously if I have like a really bad day, I'm not gonna shift that night just because I choose that. But if you're attempting to shift like often, I would recommend, if you attempt to shift for 2 days in a row, to take a 2 or 3 day break. Once again, personally for me, I try to shift when I know my vibrations are high. It's not a necessity, it's just a personal preference for me, because I've seen the best luck with myself in that. Guys, hi, look, it's Emily. She joined the video. What is your biggest pet peeve? I really hate when people spit like a lot, like they're walking and they're just like, it bugs the crap out of me. I don't know why. Probably just because I really don't like seeing saliva. It really grosses me out. If you could have dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be and why? This is a very good question. I have dinner with my dad because I really love my dad and I like talking to him, and he has very unique opinions and I miss him all the time. I would also have dinner with Amy Winehouse because she's just been a very big inspiration to me ever since I was very young. So I definitely want to talk to her. I'd also want to have dinner with Billie Eilish because I love Billie Eilish. What is your favorite zodiac sign? Cancer and Taurus are tied. What is the last thing you searched on your phone? Last thing I searched for on my phone was apartments for rent near me. If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? And don't you dare say 3 more wishes. I'd wish that my family is always happy, wish number 1, and that my friends were always happy, that global warming wouldn't become irreversible. Does shifting get easier after the first time you successfully shift? Yes. Who would you say your idol is? But my idol would definitely be 𝗷𝗶𝗱 𝗧𝗶. I first saw her on TikTok. I really love 𝗷𝗶𝗱, like she's inspired me in so many ways. Like, she was a really big help for me when I was struggling with my eating disorder. She was just a very big inspiration for me to start, like, wanting to do stuff on social media. I would have never started posting regularly on TikTok if it wasn't for 𝗂𝗶𝗱, and I wouldn't have posted again on my YouTube channel if it wasn't for 𝗂𝗶𝗱. I love her a lot. What method did you use the first time you shifted? I did not use a method the first time I shifted. I mean, it's probably a method now. And went to bed visualizing. Can I tell someone in my DR that I shifted? Yes, but I wouldn't recommend it because I did that once, and then once I got them to believe me, they started dissociating really bad, so then I shifted to a reality before I ever told them that I shifted. Because it was just like a very big dissociation thing. Like when people tell you that you're fake, that's not a really good thing to hear. So I don't really recommend it, but you can do it. Have you ever ridden a broom in your DR? I am actually in Quidditch in one of my DRs. I'm a beater. So yes, I've ridden a broom. And I've played Quidditch. How often do you successfully shift? I successfully shift more often than I unsuccessfully shift. I'm gonna give it a 4/6 ratio. When you learn things in your DR, do you bring them back like if you learned another language? This is kind of confusing. I get this question a lot, but basically, if I go into a DR and I script, I know how to speak French. I will speak French in that DR. I might pick up a couple words, but I'm not gonna shift back to my current reality and start spewing French at you. Unless I go to my DR and I stay there for like 3 to 4 years and I script that I'm in a French class for that entire time, then I'm gonna come back knowing everything that I learned from the class. But of course, I'm not gonna retain the knowledge day by day by day, and I'm not gonna remember every single day like the back of my hand. I'm gonna remember it just like if the last 4 years I spent those years in a French class. It's because some people are like, oh, well, when you shift, you should remember every detail. And I'm like, that's not how memory works. I wish I could remember every detail of every single moment of my life, but I cannot. I actually have a very bad memory. How many times do you shift a week? Depends on the week. And that is all of the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, happy birthday.